What's up, everyone? My name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music as a musician myself. I haven't said that in a while. Today's return of Guilty Gear Strive. I got two songs for you today, and I think they're two big ones because I know one of them is a huge request. Both of these are from the channel Cloud Drop, and the first song is going to be Find Your One Way, aka Soul Badguy's theme, and then Alone Infection, or Faust theme. All right, this one has a lot of requests for it. So we're gonna be hearing two of them. Daisuke, of course. Also, I noticed in Cloud Drop's video here for this Soul one, it's Naoki Hashimoto, and apparently the other one too. They followed me on Twitter recently. They're very active on Twitter, so there's a good chance if one of you guys tag him in this video, he'll probably see it. So, yeah, it's been a fun ride on the Guilty Gear train. You know, I play guitar, so I kind of really notice all the heavy metal stuff. And we're just getting right into it. I don't know any of these characters. I don't know how significant they are or not. But we are starting with, to mention everyone that requested it. We have Biosleeve, Sekainoowaride, Chrono, ThereIsNoDanaOnlyZuul, Chicken, Brandon, and William. It's a lot of people. Okay. Find Your One Way. Souls? Is this Soul? Let me not tell me. I should probably adjust the volumes. This channel's so cool with all this visualization. Like a perfect YouTube video every time. First try. I always felt like a karaoke party with Strive. Were there actually claps in there? This is like bar rock and roll. Like I should be drinking a brewski. Smashing a beer bottle over some biker's head. Song title. I appreciate the nuance of the hand percussion. That's new. Oh, is that him on the left? The white pants. I wonder what his archetype is supposed to be. He looks kind of like... kind of looks like just a badass, I guess. Or a bad guy. Ooh. Alright, I was waiting for this part. The break / solo. You know it's gonna be a guitar solo. Ooh, the rhythm guitar.
Let's go and step it body, let's go and step it body, let's go and step it body, step it body.
Step it, buddy? What does that mean?
If along the way the little sacrifice.
these videos look official. I don't know if they are in any way, but like, it looks like it's an advertisement or some promotional like image. Like when they introduce a new character. Oh, okay, that was it. Sorry about that. Yeah, okay. The whole time I was trying to like decipher the character just from what I can on the music. Now it's hard to say with Strive because with Strive I've noticed Strive specifically, maybe Xrd, no, mostly Strive. With Strive specifically, or mostly I should say, it's kind of hard for me to put like characteristics of the song with a character because a lot of the songs have a very similar swing to them. You know, very just like rock and roll, hooky chorus, guitar, etc. It's very, for lack of a better word, kind of repetitive. So while that's cool, it's hard to. You know what it is? Now that I think about it, I guess the lyrical content is what it is. How you kind of distinguish them apart in this game. It has to be, because I would say this song sounds like it could be for this guy. It sounded like my interpretation of him, right? His name is Soul Badguy, which is, you know, he kind of looks like smug, doesn't really care about anything, just kind of does whatever. It says free on his belt buckle, so he's like, you know, probably like a rebel type of thing. That would make sense musically. Like, it just sounds like he's like, you know, like I said, like a biker kind of. I don't know if he is a biker, but it sounded like, you know, like a biker bar type of song, and you know, in that regard. So in essence, what I'm saying is like this song kind of sounds like Guilty Gear Strive, kind of as a whole. But this I can see being like his song, if that makes any sense. I don't know how else to say that, but it's still cool. It's crazy how much fun you can tell they had with the soundtrack. Like, they made every single lyric be singable, and so you can like shout it back. It's just a matter of time where like Guilty Gear concerts are just gonna be a thing. Similar to like what am I thinking of? Distant Worlds, other stuff like that. You know, just have like a little mini tour of Daisuke and Naoki. That'd be cool. People would go to that, and they would just sing their lives away and just, you know, wake up the next day with a sore throat. So the only other thing I was told was, well, a long time ago actually. This is now stuck in my head every time I check out a Guilty Gear video, is that there's a lot of puns and musical references like all over the place. So now I can't help but think every time I check out a new Strive video or a new Guilty Gear video, I'm like, what's the connection here? Who is he supposed to be? Is he supposed to be a musician? You know, who is this guy or whatever? But I don't know. I have no clue. I didn't really. What weapon is he holding? It's hard to tell what this is, just based on. But yeah, this YouTube channel, I mean, if you told me that this was official, I would totally believe you. It looks like a trailer. What is this weapon? It's not a sword, is it? It's like a blunt object. You know what's weird about him? Like, just by looking at him, I feel like, is he flipping him off? Is he just is he just really like, I don't care? Anyways, what I'm getting from him, even though his name is Soul Badguy, please correct me if I'm wrong, I get very like neutral vibes from him. Like, doesn't sing to anybody's tune. He's not good or bad. He's just kind of like the, well, I guess rebel. You know, that's kind of the main thing I get from him. Does his own thing, marks his own path, type of thing. Oh, that was cool though. Very much, and he has a flask too. That's sick on his belt. Really cool design, by the way. Wild hair. Very over the top. Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, very, very much sounds like a Strive song. I would never, ever confuse that with any other video game. Like, that has such a Strive DNA all over it. But we move on to Alone Infection. Faust. Now, I'm going to assume I've played a fighting game once or twice. So I'm going to assume big time that this is the weird character of the series. And by weird, I mean like your Voldo from Soul Calibur, your Yoshimitsu, your, I don't know, who else? Can't think of someone. Your Fang from SF5, stuff like that, you know, just like the weird, odd, can't explain type of character. With that in mind, I'm going into this thinking this song is going to be pretty bizarre. Actually, you know what? Sorry, I was thinking, I was like, wait, I heard another song and it was from Happy Chaos. And I thought that was like a weird person. Maybe there's more than one weird character. That was a great song, by the way. Happy Chaos. I forgot the name of that song. Anyways, I'm going to see what Alone Infection means. That is a very intriguing title. But this character looks like they're wearing a paper bag over their head. And possibly a cybernetic eye. And they got scrubs on. Alright. This song is going to be weird, I can already tell. But I feel a little pressure because it's a huge request. Alright, Alone Infection. Faust. Oh yeah, he's weird. I almost paused it. A, B, C, D, E, F, go?
It increases words, relation, duration, building the real life. Will not come. Birthday moving attack. We'll get only one sky. Blue, red, and black hair and
What? What are they talking about?
what is still like to you? No one can see the colors but you.
Nice line. Sick riff. The drums though, like, that's what I'm listening to. Very industrial and detuned. It sounds like it's detuned and a 7-string. It's chunky. Oh, this is. Oh, I can't wait for the B section. It's gonna go into some like weird piano thing or accordion or something. Alright, here it is. Acoustic guitar is close enough. I knew it. I knew it was gonna go to some crazy avenue. Whoa, he took off his mask. He always has a shadow cast on him. And a giant syringe. What is this character? Is that a scalpel? Are we getting a melodic solo here? Or are we gonna go into like some shred out of nowhere? Oh, the double bass. Kind of shows you the contrast of the first song, how normal that sounded. That song sounded so, and I don't mean it in a bad way, it sounded so vanilla compared. You know what that really reminded me of? Like the Happy Chaos thing I was talking about earlier. It felt like it's brother type of song. Like I had like sort of a similar reaction when I heard Happy Chaos. I was like, huh, what? Like, where's this going? So it seems like some of the coolest music belongs to the weirdest freaking characters. That's exactly, well, I didn't think it was going to sound like that, but the vibe of it all, that's kind of exactly what I thought was going to happen. And by that, all I mean is it was going to confuse me and throw me off, but also seeing the character and just in action, definitely the weird archetype that I thought, I figured it was going to be like crawling around and maybe like dismember, or what's the word? Is it like double jointed? Just weird stuff like that. And I'm pretty much getting. I don't get what's happening. Is he like a patient gone wrong? I mean, he looks sick. He kind of reminds me of Scarecrow from DC Comics, who was in Injustice, by the way, Justice 2. Like, he looks kind of not human. He's got these huge fingers, but he's got this whole like medical assistant look to him. What's up with those hands? Those are straight claws, grippers. And what is holding the syringe? Are those pliers? What a weird character. I'm fascinated by this. Like, I was watching, don't get me wrong, but I was also just listening to the song. Oh, that character looks cool too on the right. I'll talk about the song in just a second, but yeah, clearly just oddball. Scrubs, syringe, I don't know what's up with the cardboard, or the paper bag, I should say. Musically, that was one of the best Strive songs I've heard. That was great. It sounded... Whereas the first one sounded, like I said, it sounded very Strive. It had like the DNA of Strive. I could tell it's from Guilty Gear Strive. This one, I mean, yeah, if you've heard Guilty Gear stuff before, maybe you'd be like, that sounds like Guilty Gear. But it's different enough where it could be just in its own little world. It's a very unique song. Two things, actually a lot of things, not more than two, but two things that really stuck out to me. The drums, number one. The drums were sick. They sounded amazing. They were doing a bunch of fills. A lot of impressive solo work and footwork, the double bass. It just sounded really, really good. Very cool rhythm. And then not only was it just going bonkers, but the grooves, so when it was like the chorus section, just had it all. It's what we would call in the music world being in the pocket. That's a sick drummer, and I'd assume Guilty Gear Strive is like the same musicians throughout, so it's probably the same drummer I've been hearing the whole time. But damn, dude. The other thing that stood out, no bias, I'm a guitar player, but the guitar was really cool. In every instance, the electric guitar riff, the intro and outro riff was really dope. But also the tone of it, I'm a big, as a guitar player, I really can appreciate the tone of the guitar. If it's overbearing, if it's too little, if it's just right. This was just right. It was crunchy, distorted, but it wasn't like, it didn't have a bunch of gain. It actually didn't have that much gain on it. So you could really hear the strings. It wasn't just a bunch of noise. You could hear the riff really, really well. And I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but it sounded both detuned and an extra string. So it sounded like, it's hard to say. I would say it's like a step down or half a step down, but with a 7 string as well. That's just kind of what it sounded like to me. Basically in non-guitar terms, it just sounds heavier, more metal. The lower the tuning and the more strings you have, the heavier it is, more chug. And then the middle part, like I said, I don't think I'm going to be surprised anymore on Strive specifically, because they have a very specific formula. That's just their thing, and that's cool. But I can expect it now. Persona does the same thing in 5. They do it all the time. It's like very basic song structure, but it's the most effective because it works. And guess what? Some of the most popular requests on my channel are Persona and Guilty Gear. People know what they like. It's just intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, repeat twice, bridge/solo, and etc. So, but with Guilty Gear, it's like always the same thing. But in this one, I knew, I just felt it. I was gonna get the happy chaos effect again, where it's just gonna go into some weird, like I thought I was gonna start hearing like clown horns and like fireworks or something. But it was cool because it went to now an acoustic guitar, an acoustic strummed guitar. The only thing that I thought was like odd, but it wasn't bad, just odd, is the lyrics made no sense to me, which I think is probably on brand, which makes sense looking at this character. I don't think if you saw this character, you would try to understand what's going on. Because to me, it sounded like words, like a dictionary was opened, and they just picked random words, put them into a verse. That's what it sounded like to me. I don't know what the hell any of that meant, but it's cool. Doesn't matter. That was sick. I can see that's a popular request because you were probably expecting the weird twist to get me, and it did. It still got me even though I knew it was coming. Both songs though were really sick. This is really cool, and I'm pretty sure he's flipping us off. I mean, it looks like it from here, but I feel like these are two completely different characters. Like this one's meant to be taken seriously, another one's not. He looks straightforward as possible. Just get out of my way, shut up. Get out, just whatever. And this one's just like, I eat toilet paper, Or who knows, maybe it's like a sad story and he's deformed. I don't know. Tell me. Let me know. That was great. Alone infection. Don't know what that means. Why is his name Faust? Why is it a guy called Soul? Is it Soul? Because Soul means sun. So I don't know if there's any correlation. But I think it's really cool that his last name is Badguy. that's as cool as it gets. It's so basic, but it's so cool. Okay. Well, that was fun. It's been a while since I've heard Guilty Gear Strive, and it continues to deliver. Thank you to all the requesters, and you, the Guilty Gear fans, that are still watching me, and to all my patrons here. I could not be here without them. Thanks again to you for watching. My name is Jesse in the auditorium. Peace.